change in the scenario as more and more cloud providers are looking into addressing the security concerns.
Now, let's have a look at some of the key considerations, like what you should know if you are really considering a cloud environment, like what type of skills you would need to know. One need to have a better understanding of what service model is required and which delivery model is the right fit for the business requirement. Moving on to my next slide, this tells some of the skills that you would require when, for instance, business and financial skills, wherein advocates or proponents should be able to make an appropriate business case for their cloud deployment. They should be able to calculate a proper ROI, it's a return on investment, and monitor the same metrics based on the business performance versus the cost of subscribing or supporting to the cloud. Cloud computing, if you see, it's a very much, it's basically an influential business tool, and evangelists have to make it work for their enterprise, because it's not going to work on their own. Second one is the technical skills, wherein experts should be able to decide on the correct option of which service and which delivery model for cloud computing to opt for. The knowledge base would need to be heavily focused on the internet capabilities, but knowledge of open source tools and languages are also equally important. And other competencies like maybe Java, .NET, and some other framework may come to forefront in addition to virtualization. Third one is the enterprise architecture and requirement analysis. When it's basically very vital for putting out a proper roadmap of what services, whether it's owned or and managed by your IT or by your service provider. One should be able to understand the language of business, what business is talking, the way they are talking, and they should also be able to respond in the similar manner. Because in front of business, if you talk technical aspects, they may not understand that. So you need to be very aligned with the business users. And yes, a clear understanding of service-oriented architecture is a must-require skill here. Next one is the project management skills. See, any solutions deployed on cloud environment are treated as a typical project that you would build, test, and implement in any other environment. And for that, you need to have a variety of skills ranging from people management, time management, vendor management, and others. Since cloud computing offers end users the potential to run and access services, effective project management skills are needed for successful implementation of cloud projects, as they are intended to design or designed to replace on-premise systems. Next one is the security and the compliance, understanding of which is especially the security protocols are very, very essential, irrespective of whatever type of cloud is being deployed. In regards to this, a clear understanding of mandates and regulations should be required, which is like very specific to geography, because for every geography there would be different security and compliance rules. So you need to be very, very knowledgeable about that. Data integration and analysis skills. See, as data is the most valuable element in the success of any business, and also data helps in making business decisions. Data generated through cloud-based systems mesh seamlessly with on-premise legacy systems. Today, data professionals are in high demand who can design systems that can consume huge volume of data from the cloud, or use the cloud to provide analytical environments. So you need to ensure that you have all these skills in place when you're going for a cloud environment. Moving on to my next slide, wherein I just wanted to mention that what experts are saying today, wherein we have just quoted one from Gartner and Forrester. So it's basically, it says that cloud computing would move out of the shadows and become a mainstream technology by Forrester. Some of the major players, depending on the service model, I request you to have a look at the snapshots. So where is cloud computing heading to? So it has been found that, that there is going to be a change in trend where the large vendors entering cloud computing will accelerate. All major development environments will come as offering in the cloud deployment options, and the next generation of middleware of the cloud will rise in dominance over our traditional application servers, and then we can keep adding more to it as this particular concepts move forward. And then wherein Gartner says at the year-end 2016, more than 50% of the global 1,000 companies will have stored customer-sensitive data in the public cloud. And there's a very similar statement by IDC. It says that cloud computing maturing this year, more organizations will start to move their IT infrastructure from on-premise to off-premise.